Can we make a fabulous green chili chowder with no chicken or cream? Let's find out. Hi, this is Jen with Iowa Backyard Farmer. Today I'm in the kitchen. I'm trying to use up some of the things that we've been putting into our pantry and make a yummy meal for my family. And so I thought I would take you along as I invent something that I haven't tried before. I've used lots of recipes that are similar, so it won't be that hard. But I thought I'd share with you what we're gonna do. Today we're gonna do a white bean and potato and green chili soup. Let's see how it goes. So some of the things we've got here, we've got oregano, cumin, salt, garlic. These are freeze-dried green chilies. We're gonna add some water to those and start them rehydrating. And these are freeze-dried sweet peppers. You could use them just frozen or dried or canned. Those little Hatch green chili cans are good. So we're just gonna add a little hot water there, a little hot water there, and we'll get those starting to go. We've got some diced onion, some corn, beans I cooked yesterday, and because I'm gonna try and make this a milk-free soup, we're gonna try and do this with a cashew cream that I'll show you that has potatoes, cashews, and lime. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're gonna put in to our pot here is just a little bit of oil, just a tiny bit. I think that was a tablespoon. It's optional. You can saute without it if you want. I'm sauteing the onions here, but if you wanted, you could just throw all of this in the crock pot and it would taste just as good. Okay, here we are. Our onions are nice and translucent. They're starting to caramelize. So I'm gonna add a little bit of minced garlic. You can use garlic powder if you want, but minced garlic from my garden is what I had, so that's what I'm using. You wanna add it just at the end here of the saute because it likes to burn. And so we'll just give it just a second to smell fragrant, and then we'll be on to the next part. Okay, here we are, the onions and garlic sauteed, smell fantastic. We're ready to add our potatoes. What I did earlier today is that I peeled these and par cooked them so that they were soft, because I'm gonna use part of them in the cream sauce, and they'll just cook so much faster this way too. But you could add them raw if you had them raw. And we're gonna add those. We're just gonna mix that all together. And then I'm gonna add the green chilies that we had before. See, I had poured a little hot water on them. They now look just like those ones from a can. And they're not very spicy. They're just gonna add a lot of flavor. And I will get I can't do it one-handed. There you go. We're gonna add the green chilies, and it starts to smell super amazing. And then to that, we're gonna add some broth. This is just like a vegetable or chicken broth, whatever you like. And we'll add the beans. And I'm gonna turn off the camera because I can't do it one-handed. Okay, so here we are. We've added our beans, our green chilies, our vegetable or chicken broth. We've got our onions and garlic in there, and we're just gonna let that sit and simmer for about 15 minutes, and they'll absorb all the beautiful flavors. We're gonna add a little bit of spice to this. We're gonna add just a little bit of salt, probably about a teaspoon of cumin, and a teaspoon of oregano. And we're just gonna let that sit and simmer while we make the cream sauce. While our soup simmers, we're gonna work on this cream sauce. It's based on cashews and potatoes, and it sounds funny, but it turns out super creamy. So if you're someone who can't do dairy, or if you're just trying to watch like fat intake or whatever health reason, this is a really super thing to try. So these are our parboiled potatoes. I've cubed them up. We're gonna cream them up here in the blender with the cashews. And these have been soaking for a little while. We just put water on them, about a half hour. And put those in there. And then, because we're gonna do, this is a green chili thing, and green chili and lime go really well together with the tomatillo salsa we've got. So this is just a little bit of lime juice. You know how sour cream has a little bit of tang to it? This is gonna give us that little bit of tang. And so we're gonna put that in there, and we're gonna blend this up. Actually, I forgot. We're gonna add a little bit of water so that it will blend beautifully. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of water to our cashews and our potatoes and our lime juice, just like that. This is such an easy way to get a creamy texture to things without adding dairy. Sometimes I'll boil potatoes, carrots, and onions and make a cheese sauce. You could leave the potatoes out and make kind of a mayonnaise. There's lots of choices that you could do, but here we're going to use it for cream potato soup, and it's perfect. Okay, there we are. It's so cool. It looks sort of like sour cream. It's nice and creamy. We're going to save that, set that aside to put in our soup. Here it is. We put it into a measuring thing. You can see that it's nice and creamy. This will take the place. A lot of like white chicken chili recipes and things will use sour cream and whipping cream or cream cheese. And that's really hard for some people in my family. And even though it's tasty, it's probably not really the healthiest. This is way less calories, and it's dairy-free, and it's gonna taste absolutely delicious. Okay, here we are back at our soup. It's been simmering. Those beans are coming back up to temperature. The potatoes are absorbing some of that flavor. It's really good, but we want to make it just a little bit more colorful because it's so much fun. So we're gonna add, this is just some frozen corn. Don't like to add it too early. It's best at the end. And then some of our garden sweet peppers that we chopped and I freeze dried and I've rehydrated here. We'll add those for color and add that together. It's gonna add lots of color. And then we're gonna add just our sour cream or cashew cream, cashew potato cream. I know it sounds weird. Trust me on this. Just a second, I have to do it with 2 hands. Okay, I did it. And we're gonna add a half cup or so of the 505 tomatillo garlic lime salsa. It has some more of those green chilies in it and some tomatillos and more lime. It's gonna give us lots of flavor. And then we're gonna stir it all together. And you could serve this with crisped corn tortilla bits, like sort of like croutons, or I don't know, whatever you liked. It's such a creamy, comforting, slightly spicy flavor. It's really delicious, but you don't have to feel bad about it because it's not got lots of bad stuff in it. We'll go try it on Steven. We'll actually add just a little bit of cilantro to finish this off, and maybe a little bit more lime juice if you want. I don't have fresh cilantro today, I know, so I'm using dried. It's not as good, but it'll be okay. I'll add some color and a little bit of flavor to this soup. All right, let's give it a test. Okay, here we are. Here's Steven, the guinea pig. We made a new soup today. We're not even sure what to call it. Maybe Green Chile Chowder. It's got potatoes and green chilies from our garden and the peppers and corn. And it looks like a cream sauce, but I know you don't like the dairy, so it is made with a non-dairy cream. And you are here to taste this to tell us all if it's really good.
Okay.
No pressure.
No pressure. So can I take the
decoration out? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's really good. And hot.
And hot. That's always what you say when we have soup.
Mm-hmm. That was really good. So what did you say maybe we could call it?
Green Chile Chowder. It's got white beans and potatoes and corn and onions and lots of green chilies, and then some tomatillo green chili salsa, and the cream sauce is made with potatoes and cashews blended together with just a little bit of lime.
Mm. Yeah, that's really good. I approve.
You'd eat it again?
Yes, I would.
Well, that's good because there's a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
All right, talk to you later.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye.
Bye.